Hey, what's up, fam? I think this chapter really is justifying my theory right now for Shonen Jump since they've gone digital. I think they're going to be able to get darker and a lot more vicious with a lot of their content because it's not going to be on shelves, it's all going to be on their website. And it's always seemed like stuff that's, it's more secluded into an area and less like I would say set out to the public. I don't really know how to describe it properly. Has always been able to get away with more. I mean, it's kind of like the gap between what you can get away with manga versus what you can get away in the anime because the anime is televised and the manga you have to buy it. But now it seems much more like because they're all digital and they're not going to be on shelves and you're getting into the subscription service, so if you're paying for one thing, you're paying for all of it. So the variety of what you're getting can vary heavily, and I think this chapter really showed it. So we had the demon fox, obviously the fugitive spirit, and that's the center of what's going on right now. And how Warden Higuma is very serious. It's a lot more vicious than the other guys. The other guys he had like yeah, the guy who was just very kind of like emotionally abusive to his family in chapter one. What was chapter two? I think was the fire one, the spider or whatever. Nothing really. This was causing some fires. You had the Diamond Raven guy who was didn't want to actually kill people. Like he just wanted to live, but he was obviously doing it with in a very bad way and doing it with some very corrupt morals. And here we just have a person, this demon fox, who likes to go around and possess people, like possess mothers, and to kill their children. And obviously, a much more dark, much more serious character. And just like in this one, just like I don't think I really need to read out the panel of this to really display the level of ferocity coming off this character. Like the demon fox doesn't seem too nice, and they actually get a little bit interesting stuff for the character itself in this because you find out more about her as a character. What was her name? Akane, I think was her name, and it was very interesting given off of that because it gave a little bit more weight to her character. It made it seem much more like she could have any impact as a character just off of the little bits we've already known. Even though she opened up obvious red flags when she was shown, but the point where in this where you just see like a short flashback, a very realistic and understandable one as well, and probably how she started to really kind of be close to Higuma is she like talked about how when her because she has another sister about to be born, but she already currently has one younger sister, and she talked about like she doesn't get a lot of attention from her parents anymore. Now that they obviously got a young child that they have to give more attention to. But the fact that it's very different at that point. I imagine I'm a I'm not the firstborn of my family, but obviously when you're the firstborn, who I can't really tell how old she was at the time of probably I'm just gonna guess like I don't know 10, 12. When you go that long being an only child and suddenly it shifts very emotional, like the difference it probably is, but also she was upset more with herself because she realized like how selfish that she was feeling, and it was just an all around debacle for her. And I thought it was very nice for her character at the same time to really kind of make her feel human. It's pretty good. I'm wondering if she's gonna be a more frequent character in the future. Like, is she gonna also get powers and join like the main crew? I think it'd be kind of cool at that point, and then maybe have the power off of this fox spirit. We'll see how that goes. But what was more interesting, I think, is just kind of how Higuma was handling it. Like he knows that a lot of these escape spirits are they've got some form of emotional damage, and playing on that can really help him here. And now he's talking about how um, this fox demon may like talk about hating like parents and children, but like the only child like there is the fox demon in Higuma's eyes, just the way that like they're talking about freedom. But in reality, this character is just like abandon all responsibilities and just doing whatever they want without the belief of consequences or facing the reality of what they do can lead into anything else, and that just sets them over the edge. Just gets angry, and it starts getting way more serious, and but all at the same time, more unfocused, more unstable, and in that fit of rage, notices what's her name? Oh, I forgot both of their names. I get what's it, Akane or Ayana or whatever the potential lead female character's name is. I don't have them down yet. I got a couple. Higuma definitely took what the Lord Edma said to him to, take this much more seriously, play on what he can here, and it definitely worked. He's able to knock out the demon fox out of the girl's body, and just kind of keep coaxing it. But what was really interesting was the last page, because one of the theories that I had was whatever reason that the fox spirit was going to have for doing all these was going to be related to their backstory and probably going to have their own emotional tie in it. And I thought it'd be, something more like jealousy, like maybe growing up without a parent. But it's shown that once the fox demon gets like way more serious, like I'm guessing this is what it really looks like. And instead of like a little boy, it's some older woman. And I'm wondering if it instead is going to be something like something happened to her child at some point, and maybe she's doing everything out of like this sense of making others feel her own pain, because that's one of the things that she does talk about. This is how none of these people could understand like the pain that she went through, and I think it would make more sense of the character of why they're going out and doing this. But it definitely is interesting. It was a nice reveal. I'm curious to know how this character could affect things in the future. All I can really think at this point is losing her hands and then going to either again, I can't remember their names. I think it's either the lead female or this new chick Akane or whatever the fuck her name is. Going to one of them and kind of like the power being useful, and then maybe like eventually that design like going on to one of them and like a transformation kind of thing. I don't think this character can really be redeemed. I don't think it can really work. And I don't think they're gonna just kind of like you could have the character become a good person and just be forgiven. Like it would take a lot really to try and make this character go through any form of redemption. Like it's definitely a very messed up past that it was fully. It's not like you're being controlled or anything. Like this was her doing it of her own free will, going around and committing these atrocities. But we'll see how things go. It's gotten really interesting in the last couple chapters of Warden Higuma. Definitely check it out if you haven't yet. It's obviously on the Shonen Jump website. I think you can check out the newest chapter if you don't pay for it. But I mean, $2 a month for all that manga, two or three or however it is, definitely worth it. Other than that, drop a comment below and what you think about this series, what you think about this chapter, though, especially, and this reveal at the end of the chapter. But other than that, I would really appreciate it if you would thumbs up the video, befriend the like button, and subscribe for more content, and check out my other videos. And appreciate everyone who's already subscribed, and I thank you all for listening. Bye.